Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The glycolipids are synthesized from nucleotide sugars that add monosaccharides sequentially to the hydroxymethyl group of ceramide. During degradation, the rule of last on first off is followed, meaning that the residue which was added at the end is removed first. For degradation, the glycolipids are internalized by phagocytosis, forming phagosome. Lysosomes fuse with it. So here you can see that phagosome is formed, and then the lysosome fuses with the phagosome, leading to the degradation of the contents, and some compounds are even recycled. Meanwhile, new glycolipid receptors are synthesized by Golgi and incorporated into the outer leaflet of the cell membrane. Here we have 4 glycolipids at the 4 corners of the screen. For ganglioside degradation, beta-galactosidase cleaves galactose residue from GM1, converting it into GM2. Next, the N-acetyl galactosamine is cleaved by beta-hexosaminidase A, and GM2 is now converted to GM3, which is the simplest ganglioside here. Now, GM3 in the presence of neuraminase is going to be converted to lactosylceramide. Neuraminase cleaves the neuraminic acid, converting GM3 into lactosylceramide. Now, this is the point where the pathway for the degradation of the globoside at the right corner of the screen merges with the degradative pathway for the gangliosides. So let's consider the degradation of this globoside now. In this globoside, in the presence of beta-hexosaminidase A and B, it is going to be converted into a simpler globoside after removal of the N-acetyl galactosamine. So now this globoside in the presence of alpha-galactosidase, it is going to be converted to lactosylceramide after removal of the galactose. So galactose is cleaved by alpha-galactosidase and lactosylceramide is formed, and this is the point where both these pathways have merged. Now from the lactosylceramide, galactose is cleaved in the presence of beta-galactosidase. So the molecule of galactose is removed and it is converted to glucocerebroside. Now from glucocerebroside, beta-glucosidase removes the molecule of glucose, converting it into cerebroside. Now this is the point where the pathways for the degradation of sphingomyelin and sulfatides also merge into this degradative pathway. So let's first consider sphingomyelin, which is at the right corner. So sphingomyelin, in the presence of sphingomyelinase, is converted to ceramide after removal of the phosphorylcholine base. And now let's consider sulfatides, which are at the left corner. The aryl sulfatase cleaves the sulfate group, forming galactocerebroside. Now for galactocerebroside, beta-galactosidase cleaves the molecule of galactose, forming ceramide. Now ceramide in the presence of ceramidase undergoes further cleavage, fatty acid is removed and sphingosine is released. So that's a bird's eye view of the pathways of degradation of the gangliosides, globocytes, sphingomyelin, and sulfatides. So for degradation, first the sphingolipids are internalized into phagosomes, and then lysosomes fuse with the phagosomes, and these are degraded. The lysosomal enzymes cleave hydrolytically and irreversibly the certain bonds in the glycolipids. Degradation is a sequential process.